Hi there, welcome back. I'd just like to thank everybody who has supported my channel, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, everything. You do so much for my channel. I'm nearly at 1500 subscribers, so thank you so much. I'd also like to thank the people that had private readings with me. I'm honoured that you let me into your life. Thank you. This is a general reading for the sign of Gemini between the 22nd and 28th of August 2016. And at the end of your reading, I'm going to pull a wee card from the Talking to Heaven cards again. So if there's someone that's passed over that you're thinking about, hopefully a message will come through for you that will apply to you. They might not apply to everybody. As I say, it's a general reading. So let's get on with it then. On Monday, you have the Wheel of Fortune upright and the Five of Swords upright. So the Five of Swords upright speaks of guarding against personal losses. So the swords are about thoughts. You have quite a few sword cards in your reading, and I feel as if whatever this situation is for you, it's going to take a lot of determination for you to get past it. There could be some oppositions coming into play for you. As I say, just be determined. For some of you, I feel as if the oppositions are not going to be at the same level as you, and they've already lost before you start. So this is a card of kind of winning the fight but not the battle, because you walk away the winner but you feel worse for it because you're at a higher level than the person that's got into it with you to start with. With the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune upright speaks of an advancement for you, for the better. It speaks of moving forward, a better fortune coming for you, approaching the end of your problems will end. There may be a few unexpected events happen for you. For some of you, it could be you're going on a trip or a holiday or a journey, or you've planned to go on a trip or a journey. So that's going to the Wheel of Fortune also signifies a victory. So whatever this is with the Five of Swords, you are going to be victorious. But as I say, I don't feel as if you're going to feel good about the victory at the end of it. So good fortune coming in for you. On Tuesday, you have got the Devil card upright and the Seven of Wands upright. The Devil card upright, the Devil signifies temptation. So anything that can tempt you, it's like addictions to smoking, drinking, gambling, drugs, substances, shopping, eating. It can come in any form of addiction. It can also come in the form of like self-punishment, like eating disorders, or not being able to realise your goals. Can bring about unhappiness, obviously. It can also talk of sex. I feel for some of you, for some of you, it's not you that has the addiction, it's someone in your vicinity, and they're using this to kind of control you. It's kind of a control issue for some of you. I would feel that there's a wee bit of bullying tactics going on. You're kind of being held back by somebody. With the Seven of Wands in front of the Devil card, I feel for some of you that you're going to overcome difficulties. It's going to take strength and courage, I feel, but I do feel you've got that in you to overcome that. For some of you, I'm definitely feeling that this is a gambling thing. So just watch what you're doing with things that are competitive. This is the card of competitive undertakings, and although here it looks as if you're you're winning. Basically, you're fighting all these things off and you're winning. Remember, you've got the Wheel of Fortune here, so as the wheel turns up, it can also turn down. On Wednesday, you have the Strength in reverse, and you have the Four of Swords in reverse. So the Four of Swords upright speaks of needing to take rest. It speaks of recovering from an illness or, recuperation. In the reverse, it speaks of avoiding arguments and economise on your daily expenditure. So just watch your money. I kind of feel there's an emphasis on money here. Between the Wheel of Fortune, I'm getting gambling for this Tuesday card, and this is saying, economise on your daily expenditure, watch what you're spending, watch where your money's going, avoid arguments with people. The Strength card in reverse can be an abusive power. This could be somebody that's, again, I felt here, it's like somebody with control over you. The Strength card in reverse speaks about weakness or the lack of faith in yourself, not having the strength to stand up to other people or stand up to a situation. It also speaks of succumbing to a temptation, which again, you've got the devil right there next to it. So just be mindful on Wednesday of any of these energies that are coming in. On Thursday, you've got the World card upright and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Again, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse speaks of misfortune with family money. So just avoid gambling. The gambling thing's coming in really strong here. It can be the loss of a legacy. The Ten of Pentacles upright speaks to me of family money, inheritances, insurance policies, like pensions, all these. It's like a big money card, but in reverse it does speak of loss of a legacy or the misfortune in a family. So try and avoid gambling at this time. The World card does suggest that you're going to come out all right, because it's like you've done a full cycle and you're back to the beginning. I feel you're going to get the admiration of other people. And for some of you, it's the hard work that you've put into something, some sort of project or some sort of plan. You're going to see just rewards for that. The rewards are going to start coming in. You're going to be triumphant in that. And I feel for some of you, you are going to feel fulfilled. There'll be recognition, maybe even an honour for some of you. Some of you may get like an award or certificate or something like that. I feel as if for some of you there's going to be a big change moving forward. So as I say, just be careful of the whole gambling thing, and if for some of you, just be careful of somebody abusing their power over you. On Friday, you've got the Seven of Swords upright and the Moon upright. So they both kind of speak of trickery and dishonesty. This could be somebody that's coming in, an energy that's coming in, or somebody that's in your vicinity is leading you down the wrong path, we'll say. The Moon suggests deceptions, as I say, dishonesty, a bad influence, false friends or insincerity. There could be a bit of double dealing going on, or for some of you could just be getting taken advantage of. Guard your personal possessions, and if any of you are planning a new venture or planning a trip or something, just watch who you're speaking to about it. Especially if you're planning a new venture or some sorts, project, business, whatever. Just watch who you're living in, and who you're speaking to about your plans. The Seven of Swords is definitely about somebody being sneaky, or somebody stealing something from you. So I would just keep an eye on my personal possessions, and just watch who you're telling your secrets to or who you're telling your plans to. On Saturday, you have got the Hanged Man in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. So upright, the Six of Wands speaks of, it's the victory card, it's the ultimate victory. In reverse, it speaks of a friend betraying you. There's an actual, it's following all the way through here that there's someone in your vicinity that you can't trust. So just be mindful of that. The Six of Wands in reverse speaks of a friend betraying you or putting obstacles in your path. The Hanged Man in reverse speaks of not putting enough effort into something or not looking at something closely enough. It speaks of you're sacrificing something for someone who doesn't appreciate it. So it basically says stop that, stop sacrificing yourself. I know it's all about give and take, but you're continuously sacrificing your time or your money or your energy into something for other people, and you're getting nothing in return. Nothing's coming back to you. So just watch where you're, putting all your effort in and not getting a return. I also feel that the Hangman in reverse speaks of, being a wee bit driven by your ego. So just be mindful of that as well. On Sunday, you've got the Judgment upright and you've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Swords upright speaks exactly what I was saying there about the Hanged Man. I call it the ego card, and it speaks of something that's got inside your head coming from the lack, like you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're too fat, you're too thin, you're too stupid, you're too whatever, right? So it's in reverse. So this could be your worries starting to prove unfounded. You're starting, the lights came on in your head and you're seeing that, things aren't as bad as you initially thought they were. Things aren't creeping into your head the way you thought they were. I think someone's been feeding you a whole lot of bull crap, to be quite honest, and you've been trapped in a place where you've believed it, and this is now coming to an end. You're starting to get over this. With the Judgment card here, this is a time to account for actions. So whatever you put out there is going to come back to you. It's a time for development, promotion, everything that you've been working on in the past. This is where you reap the benefit. It's all your past efforts are coming back to you. For some of you, there's a need of forgiveness there. So I don't know if you need to forgive someone else or forgive yourself for allowing this to happen to yourself. But I feel as if, whatever goes out comes back. This is your chance. This is like a rebirth. It's a second chance. It's an uprising. So if you can get rid of all of these thoughts, because there's an awful lot of swords in your cards. Swords are all about your mindset. So if you can try and rethink things and look at things from a different angle, get out of this Eight of Swords where your worries are unfounded and start a new venture and be able to move forward. This is an ideal time for you because this is like a rebirth happening, a second chance at something. So I'll pull your wee card from the Talking to Heaven deck and we'll see what message comes across. As I say, if you have lost someone and they've passed over, then just have a wee thought about them while I'm shuffling. The message might apply to you, but it might not, because it is a general reading. Let's see what card jumps out at us. Oh, that one there. Okay, so the card that came out says, I have become one of your guides. And this is a lovely message because every day in real life we all need a bit of guidance and a bit of help. And sometimes It doesn't matter who you pray to, if it's God, the universe, um, source, your angels, your guides, whatever. When we're praying, um, we have to actually ask for help to come in. The- You know, it's all about free will. They aren't allowed to just come and help us. But if you have got loved ones that pass over, they can become your guides. They can be with you every minute. You need to pray to them. You need to ask them to come and help you. You need to ask for their guidance. Um, but this is a beautiful card that's came out for you. I'll just find the message in the book and let you know what the book says for it. But don't hesitate to ask them to come and help you, and then you'll see signs. Signs for your angels and guides or whoever you pray to come in all sorts of forms, right? They can come in like you jump in your car and you hear a song and um, that song just made you think of that person. That can be a sign for you. Feathers, animals, birds, butterflies. I mean, there is so many signs, but you need to be open to receive them. You need to be looking for the signs. They can come in synchronicities, like looking at your watch and it says 10 past 10 or 11 past 11 kind of thing. Usually if you see things in threes, so it can be over say a week, you see 3 different owl pictures, then that can be a sign that someone's trying to contact you. So the book says, now that I've had time to process and learn from my earthly experience, I am working through my remaining life purpose by helping you with your life purpose. It's a vicarious way for me to fulfill my destiny as you fulfill your own. Please know that I'll never interfere with your free will choices, although it's admittedly difficult at times to sit on the sidelines and watch you make choices that I, if I were asked, would advise you to make differently. As one of your spirit guides, my role is simply to love you. All of the love that you receive from your many angels and guides is your shield that safeguards you in the face of stress and fear. Our collective love is healing, guiding, and protective. And know that you can call upon me or any of your angels or guides for assistance or comfort. We're always here for you. Lovely message. As I say, they can't just come and butt into your life. You have to ask for help and they can be right next to you. And they will try and show you a sign that they're there guiding you. So please be open and receptive. If you're looking for a sign, you have to be open and look for them coming into you. I hope this has helped someone out there today. And I'll leave your reading here. And I'll be back next week for you. I may do a wee video on what signs to look for, because a few people have emailed me asking that. But I'll be back next week and I'm sending you many blessings. Love and light. Bye for now.